Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Steel Division 2. Now, today I'm going to be trying out one of my different battle groups over here. I have been working on this one today. I'm not entirely sure how good it is, but I'm going to give it a go. And it is going to be, in fact, the first Lovas division here, the Hungarians. So take a look. So what I've elected to go for here then is something of a mixed bag of forces. So what do we have here then? We have the Toldi 1 over here in A. I've got them at regular experience. I could go for more experience, but I like the fact that I do have 5. They come with the Breda, which is a 20mm autocannon, which it only has the AP shell, so granted it's not particularly useful, but man, that is 15 points there for an armoured reconnaissance. That is pretty damn good. Okay, and we do have a Toldi 2A. Now, this bad boy over here is armed with a 40mm cannon over here, and importantly, does come with the AP shells and does come with the HE shells. Now, granted, we do gain more armor here. As you can see here, the Toldi 1 and the Toldi 2. You can see that we do gain a 10mm increase of armor there to the front. The sides are the same, the back is the same, but the gun definitely has more of a punch there. The only issue is, of course, the fact that we only have 27 AP rounds and 25 HE rounds. But then again, I don't imagine them to survive too long to really run out of ammunition for the most part. And if they do survive, then we can always have them rearmed for the most part. But they are to be here to be used. We do have the 8mm machine gun over here, so that's quite nice there. Fairly hefty MG, I suppose. We do have an armoured car over here with the 39M autocannon over here, so not a bad thing as well. We do have a machine gun here as well, very nice. The speed is, it's not too bad there, 41 kilometers per hour, 65 on the road here. 10mm of armor all the way around here pretty much, so it's not going to be doing too much in the way of like taking out the enemy's tanks, but you know what, it can survive most things. It can survive small arms fire for the most part. And then I do have a reconnaissance squadron, well, a reconnaissance squad over here. They do come with the 10 FEG 31Ms, which is 500-meter range, and that's a pretty fast-firing rifle there, so I do believe they would be semi-automatic rifles, perhaps. We do have the Solofern 31M MG over here as well. The range is actually pretty admirable there at 750. The accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. It's a very slow-firing MG, but still 750 meters of range isn't bad at all. I do have then a SMG over here, which is the M39. Short range, good accuracy, not terribly great rate of fire for an SMG, but still not bad. There we go. Okay, moving on to the infantry tab over here then. We do have our infantry here. What I've elected to go for then is have... Well, in the first phase here, in A phase, we do have rifles, we do have the actual explosive grenades over here, as well as the SMG. I've elected to give them the transport trucks over here, due to the fact that they do have decent speed. Their optics, well, then again, maybe we might change this, but then again, it's the only option available, so never mind on that one, hey? Yeah, I'm taking them at low experience, so I can actually get a good few groups of them in the first phase here. Now, these men are armed with Panzerfaust. I don't know really how much of a difference the experience makes as of this moment in time. Due to this being beta, I still don't think the UI is completely finished. So we'll see how it turns out there. And then I do have these guys over here. This is my leader squad in the A phase there. I do get 2 of them. And we do have these fellows over here. Now, these guys are actually very good. Now, what I might do, as for the most part, they are excellent for infantry fighting. At a distance, not up close. Definitely at a distance with those 3 MGs. So I think what I'm going to do here is actually make a change and actually have these guys brought in B phase here with regular experience. As you can see here, would help to augment our forces here. I mean, these guys could potentially in A phase, but I think we'll go with it as it is, actually. Should give us a nice amount of staying power for out here. Now, I do have these fellows over here. I think in the Phase C, infantry isn't going to be that important for us, so I'm not going to be going too heavily into that. So I do have some A section and some B section over here. They have their leaders and a nice mix of firepower. In terms of tanks, the Hungarians don't have a huge arsenal to play with. We do have the Toran 1 over here, which is mounting a 40mm cannon. Not the largest. Definitely not the largest, but range is not bad. Accuracy isn't spectacular, but it's not bad either. The tank is a light tank, of course. We have 50mm of frontal plate here, 25 around and to the back there. Not too bad. MGs, 30 points there. Not a bad thing here. I can have the 8 of them in A phase, so it's hard to say no to something so cheap. We do have the Turan 1 PK, which is our leader tank over here. And again, yeah, much the same, much the same. I'm going to have them brought in B phase to act as, well, yeah, something of a, as you can imagine, a leader here. As I can assure you, there's not too much here in the Hungarian tank arsenal. We do have the Toran 2 over here, the 41M. Now, she does come with the larger gun over here, the 75mm. Importantly, she does have high explosive anti-tank rounds. We do have AP rounds and high explosive rounds over here. She's not going to be taking much out. That penetration leaves a lot to be desired. But if we take a look over here, you can see the blast from the high explosive rounds is actually pretty admirable, so not too bad. We do have the 2 MGs there. She does have okay armor. She's a light tank after all. So I'm bringing them in large numbers for the most part. They're going to be mostly useful for the anti-infantry role here. Now, we do have some flamers over here, so these guys, well, our pioneers, I suppose you could call them. Of course, we do have the flamethrower, grenades, well, smoke grenades over here. They do come in a truck with the MP40 as well, so nothing spectacular. Use there really to try and clear out the enemy. I've stayed away from these guys over here. I mean, they would be nice, as they are commanders. It's just, it's a lot of points right now when I do have leaders elsewhere, so I can't really justify it. So, yeah, we do have our 2 support trucks over here with the supplies. Now, I'm bringing them in B and in C phase. I don't think A phase needs it too terribly much. Now, in the anti-tank category, this is one where it really matters. I've got the 40M 40mm AT gun, which, yeah, we do have 4 40mm high explosive anti-tank rounds there, so that's not bad. 180mm of penetration is actually pretty admirable there. Accuracy isn't amazing, but still not bad. We do have 45 AP shells, which 65mm penetration is not a terribly large amount, but still is handy enough. We do have the high explosive shells over here, which, yeah, they're good. It's nice to have a little bit of support, potentially, if we do make a push. It's the 75mm pack guns I'm going to be mostly interested in, the 40 M75s. Of course, it is the German pack 40. And as you can see, we do have the APCR rounds here with 190mm of penetration. The AP shells are definitely better than 145 as a base. And we do have the high explosive rounds there, so not a bad gun. Now, I have them brought in, let's see, I might consider a different transport, actually. Very much may consider a different transport. I mean, that's not too bad. There's not much of a difference, but I can imagine this would have a much better time over tougher ground, really, over boggy ground, whatever you want to know it as. Now, I do have our AT rifle here. That is arriving on a BMW 75. I could have it brought in on other transports, but I think that's pretty nice. It's very quick. Very, very quick, very handy, very small. Ideally stealthy. Yep, stealthy. Optics are good, but stealth is medium, which is not bad. 95 kilometers per hour road speed, very nice. I mean, let's take a look at the actual gun here. It has 40mm of penetration. It's not bad. Not bad at all, really. 30 20mm shots there, so not too bad. Now, I do have these guys, so I'm going to bring them in on the different transport here, the Hansa Lloyd. And, yeah. Now, this is the big boy over here, the Jagdpanzer. It's basically the Hetzer here, isn't it? Basically the Hetzer. We do have the MG42, and we do have the Pak 39L/48. As you can see here, pretty nice. Hell of a lot of frontal plate armor there, very nice. That angling really does make a difference. The casemate, very nice. Now, over here, I mean, the AA role is where Hungary actually does shine quite nicely. Now, I do have the 28/39Ms, which are 80mm dual-purpose guns. These guys are really brought in to be my heavy anti-tank guns. As you can see here, they do have, it's not terribly large amounts of penetration, 125. The HE is actually very nice there, 2496. They do have these bullets over here. Can't say really what they're to be used for, really, but hey, we have probably an AA role, perhaps. And now this is where Hungary really shines, in the role of the Nimrod. The Nimrod is amazing. We do have a pretty heavy autocannon over here. This thing really does shine. And look at that AP shell there. I mean, if that is correct, then that is insanity. Yep, there we go. So that was showing me the high explosive anti-tank rounds. We do have 4 of them with 200mm of penetration there, which is still very impressive. It's not going to do a whole bunch of damage with a 40mm, yeah, caliber. But still, if it can penetrate the armor, it can cause some damage anyhow. Kilgore, knock out some aspects of the tank, not bad. Now, I do have a lot of ammunition here with this tank, a lot of ammunition. It's very weakly armored, but at the end of the day, 240 AP rounds there, 75mm of penetration, but look at that fire rate, that 82 rounds per minute. That is an impressive fire rate there. The high explosive rounds, 1430, But again, 82 rounds per minute, 1,500 meter range, 2,500 meter range. I can imagine this is probably what will be used for the AA role. These are the high explosive shells. Not bad. Definitely not bad. Yeah, 6 damage. So if we compare that to the Torad 2, actually, you can see here 5 damage, 5 damage. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay, now for artillery, I've not really gone for much artillery here. I don't think it's particularly worthwhile at the moment, so what I've elected to go for is the armoured car, because obviously gain the artillery observer. It's not bad to have a MG there if you need it. But yeah, it does allow me to actually call in a barrage from 4 105mm guns. At least these guys are off map. I don't need to worry too much about having to look after them and really, like, protect them. Now, I've gone fairly heavy in the air phase here. Well, basically in the air. So I do have a Junker 88D1, which, yeah, this is our reconnaissance over here. It can probably look after itself. It's got a decent enough speed. I've gone for a Junkers 87D5. It has the 4 SC50 50kg high explosive bombs, and the SC500, which is obviously what I'm interested in. It does also have the autocannons here, which aren't too bad. No penetration, but still at the end of the day, that is some damage that can be done to light-skinned vehicles, soft-skinned vehicles. I do have a Focke-Wulf 190 F8, which is very ferocious. Nice piece of kit here. I'm bringing it in A, at low experience, but at the end of the day, I think 2 of them is worthwhile. Gives you a lot of abilities there. So again, the 20mm shells here, and the 13mm shells here. So they're going to be nice. They're going to be nice to harass the enemy. I do have the Focke-Wulf 190 F8 over here as well, but as the fighter bomber variant. As you can see, that we do have 8 of these SC-50s. So, in all honesty, I could potentially use this as a superior dive bomber in some respects, really. It does have pretty amazing speed there. Yeah, 200 extra kilometers per hour there on top of the actual Stukas. So I think this would be quite nice. It can look after itself to some degree and get the hell out of there if it turns into a sour situation. I do have the Junkers 87D5, and this guy is carrying the cluster munitions, and again the cannon over here. Focke-Wulf 190 F8 again, but in the B phase here. Now, perhaps I bring them in with regular. I think we'll have to see. I think sometimes it might be worthwhile to have quantity over quality at some points. Now, we do have the Nimrod being brought in the C phase, so I should be able to actually try and control the skies to some degree. I might even bring this in the B phase, and it's a very good piece of equipment here. I could bring it in A phase and have 2 of them at low experience, or I could bring it in at B and have low experience and have 4 or 2 there. I think I might bring it in inexperienced in B phase, so I have 4 of them. At least it'll make its entry into the battlefield pretty quickly. Okay, so that is the first Lovas division here. Again, I don't know how good this is going to be, but we'll go ahead and give it a try. And see what we can do with it. So we'll go back here. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go ahead and try a skirmish against the AI. I will consider something online in the future, but I want to give this one a go first. So what we're going to do here then is look for a small map. Let's say, let's see. There's some new maps that have been added. I do like Orsha though. Orsha's still very good. What I'm going to go for then is Vitebisk over here. Now we'll have a random access pre-made battle group versus the other 2 random battle groups over here. So you can see I've gone for a balanced approach when it comes to the division, so 100, 140, 170. Same again for the other random one over here. And one, yeah, okay. They're both balanced as well. So we have the first Lovas division, the Hungarians. Let's go ahead and give them a go then, shall we? It should be rather intriguing to actually see how we can use this division. I mean, to what respect is this division strong? I'd say the infantry is not bad. It's nothing spectacular. It's definitely not an infantry shining division. You don't have a lot of assault weapons. You do have some nice squads. I like the fact that you do have plenty of long-range automatic rifles. But yeah, I'd say it's a low cost, potentially like more medium intensity battle group, but we'll have to see. I mean, in the A phase, it's actually not too bad at all. You do get some nice light tanks and armoured reconnaissance in the A phase, so you actually do have quite the potential there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then, let's see. Yeah, you look at least you have 10mm of extra protection. You do also have a much greater gun, but this one is slightly faster, so what I'm going to go for then is the Tall D1 in the first phase of the battle here. Now, our Axis ally is he's pretty hefty over this way. What I could potentially do is concentrate more so on this side here, perhaps, which may not be a bad idea. I think we might go ahead and do that. Now, I could deploy some Tall D2s over this way to try and guarantee some reconnaissance over this way. It might not be a bad idea to potentially have one advance up this way. So what I'm going to do here then is actually do that. Now, they're not too quick over that sort of terrain, but hey, it's not too bad. Okay. Now, if I take a look over here then. So we do have some Turans over here that could come in. They do have the 40mm guns, which ain't bad. They have the 50mm of frontal protection there, which, again, isn't too bad. I could definitely use them, and we will try to make use of them, see how we can actually get on with them. Now, we do have the Flamethrowers available to us. I do have the 75mm pack gun available as well. I'm going to make use of them. The question is going to be, where do we make use of them? Now, Fields of Fire is something that we're going to have to really try and take control of. I mean, this position over here, this raised position, might be quite good for our pack guns. It could try and control this area here. So what I'm going to do then is actually have a pack gun. I'll have two of them placed over here, actually. One to that extreme left and one to the right over here as well. Now, let's see. Reconnaissance would be nice. Yeah, I mean, the only issue with these guys is the fact that they are very visual, aren't they? So what I might do then is actually place... We'll place another one here then. Have you in there. Have you there. Now, infantry-wise, I'll bring some infantry and then we'll decide on what else we're going to be doing. Okay. So I do have the 12 rifles over there. The assault squad, I do have the rifle squad. There's not too much in the way of difference between them. And also they get that explosive frag grenade there, which is actually quite, yeah, it's quite nice. What I'm going to do then, the Panzerfaust 60 over here, 120 meters of range. It's really only a difference of what weapon they have. Okay, in fact, yeah, so these guys are deployed as a squad, and the reason why I do that is because I don't really intend them to be moving too far up. I might bring them in a transport in the future. Okay. I'm going to have them secure the actual trees. Okay. I'd like to try and make an assault towards this position, actually. But then again, probably would be better using some sort of truck. Okay. Well, we'll have this infantry move up and try and clear this area here. Okay. Now, I could bring in a pack gun over this end, but I only have the one left here at the moment. So we do have to be quite careful. I think we'll bring it in when we need to. And what I'm going to do then is actually bring in the Junkers 88D1. Now, it does leave me some wiggle room here on actual aircraft. So what I could potentially do here then is bring in two Focke-Wulf 190 F8s from the start of the battle. Obviously, that does give me access to another Junkers 88D1 over here, which ain't too bad. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so the 88D1 is going to move into this... well, actually, we'll have it brought in soon. Have these guys unload here. Unload there. There we go. Okay. You can remain in that position there. I'll have you actually push up to that position. Okay. Unload. Make sure you unload there. That's good. Okay, now you... I'm going to have you quick hunt towards about this position here. Ideally, we can try and spot some for our ally here. Okay. The infantry going to make their way up. Okay. What I'm going to do here then is actually have our armored vehicles make their way up this way. Something like that. Maybe. But then again, I could just do that and do it quicker this way, couldn't I? I think we'll move through the town then. Yeah, quick hunt to this position here. Still getting used to the game, actually. I do like the game. Just having to learn how to actually get good at it would be nice, actually. Okay, so not the heaviest amount of deployment from here. Well, Funima on the actual ground, as opposed to the actual here over here. But we'll see. We'll launch a battle. I am going to call in my reconnaissance. Okay. Yep, you're moving out to that position. I'll have you actually set up in there, actually. Okay. I'm going to bring in the Focke-Wulf 190 F8s. Yeah, select them. Move the reconnaissance up here. Right, I want to keep the fighters in a position where they can potentially join the battle at any moment. Now, we do see potential targets down here, so I could actually try to make a pass with the actual fighters here, where we do have the opportunity to do so. Yeah, we do see some light units over here. I'm going to attempt to make a attack against these trucks. Okay. Right, I'm going to bring in some more infantry, this time in a vehicle. Yep, there we go. So we look like taking up trucks there. We'll attempt to make pass over here as well. Enemy air contact. Right, let's go ahead and chase that down there. Okay, over on this side, we can see our vehicles moving up. Yeah, our allies moved up pretty quickly there. Looks like a reconnaissance aircraft over here. The Focke-Wulf 190s are moving in to engage. We need to control the skies. Yeah, that thing is doomed. Okay, let's make some passes down here. Right, we are coming under AA fire there. So we are going to attempt to take out the AA vehicle. Right, there's another one here as well. Okay, mortar team over that way. Have the fighters turn around, attempt to make a pass there. Okay, at our own end of the battlefield. Not too bad here. I'm going to have the actual Taurans move up. Right, we do see enemy vehicle there. Have this Tauran move up this way. Infantry is moving up here. What I'm going to do is attempt to reinforce this area with more Taurans. They're nice light tanks. Nothing spectacular, but nice enough. Okay, hold your position. Okay. Going to have the infantry move up there. You can stay there. I'm going to have you unload. Have you unload. Move up into the church. Our Tauran's actually just been taken out there, unfortunately. Right, infantry's moving up. Okay. Have them hunt towards this position here. Okay. Fighters have retired. Okay, let's get some reconnaissance over here. Right, our aircraft is coming under fire. Now, what I'm going to do here then is bring in the Junkers 87. I'm going to have it brought in over this position here. Yeah, bring them in here. Right, these guys are pinned. Okay, additional tanks are moving in here. Quick hunt up over this way. Okay. Seen a lot of enemies over here. Okay. Focke-Wulf 190 is on station again. Okay, Junkers 87 coming in. Okay, move up there with the actual tanks. Okay. There we go, bombs coming in. Good job. Right, we have seen the leader tank over there. Right, I really have nothing here in the centre. So what I'm going to do then is actually bring in this vehicle down here. Right, Fokker Wolves are on the station, so I'm going to have them actually try and cause some issues for the enemy here. You're returning, okay. What I'm going to do then is actually begin to evacuate. Well, sorry, to unload our infantry over this way. Okay. I'm going to have the actual infantry move up over this way. Right, looks towards move into there. Move up here. Right, they've surrendered, it seems. Is that the enemy force that surrendered? Yeah, looks to be. Right, we are firing on over this position here. Move up my other vehicle. Fighters coming in there. Looking good. Yeah, looking like Stuarts over there. Okay. My AT guns have not been really contributing much to the battle so far. Gonna move up my Toldi over that way. I'm going to bring in another Junkers 87 here. Okay. I'm not going to bring it in as of yet. Bring in my other Fokker Wolf. Okay, I'm going to make a run over here at the AA vehicle. It's more than likely doomed, but we might as well finish it off. Yep, nice easy kill. Hit that mortar. And I'm going to hit that MG team over there. Right, we are seeing a gun over here. What I'm going to attempt to do then is actually bring in the Junkers 87. Okay. These guys have deployed. Going to move up over here with the actual turret. Okay, Toldi up here in the center. Looks like a 2-inch carrier is moving up. I should be able to take that out pretty easy. Okay, I do have these guys over here. They're going to load in this position. I'm going to begin to hunt through the actual woods here. Have these guys move up. Tanks here are doing a good job. Keep on moving. Bring another Junkers 87. Right, you're falling back. Yep, we are taking a lot of AA fire. Whereabouts is that actually coming from? I do not know as of yet. Bad management there from my side. Right, hit that tank if you can. Right, it's coming from this position here, isn't it? Yeah, that Junkers goes down there, unfortunately. Okay, bring in our reconnaissance here. We don't really know what's going on too much. What I'm going to do then is look towards bringing a 70mm gun in, 75mm. For that central position there. Let's see here then. I do have another Junkers 87 on station. We're going to take that that Churchill out actually. So that is a big, big problem. Right, crew's been killed. Okay. Right, unload here. Maybe you'll have a shot. Yeah, looks like you got a shot there. That's good. Sometimes it's really nice to try and get in here to actually see the battle unfold. And nice shot there. Engine destroyed, yep. And the Junkers comes in. There we go. Doesn't destroy the target, but it obviously does inflict some damage. Right, more Churchills coming up over here. Yeah, see, this is where we begin to lack on the ability to take them out here. So I'm going to bring in a Fokker Wolf 190F. Right, bring the Fokker Wolf 190 over this way. Okay. Begin to move up. Begin to move up. Begin to move up. More infantry is probably required. I'm going to bring in some infantry that do have access to Panzerfaust now. Bring one up to this position here. Infantry's moving up on the trees. But what I'm going to do then is actually have one of them move out there, spread out. Okay, so you've used all your APCR rounds already, actually. We do see some infantry there. Right, I do have my Junkers. Mortars over here. We know that there was an AA gun around this position here. We can see AA. Okay, we do see a lot of targets here in the center. Bring in a Junkers. Okay. Plenty of infantry here as well. Keep moving up. Yeah, these guys are actually quite effective against infantry for the most part. That high fire rate really does help out. Okay. So I do have Fokker Wolves. what I'm going to do then is actually bring in the Fokker Wolves to take out this AA vehicle. Right, I do see another one here, so I'm going to have the second one move in. I'm going to attempt to use our Junkers to actually take out that T-34/76 to the T-34-85. Though it looks like there's definitely something here, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to actually hit this position here if I can. Right, sweeping in there. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah, okay, you're still on station, that's good. Okay, what I'm going to do then is actually begin to march these forces up. So, you're going to move up to this position here. These two are going to move up to this position over here, actually. Okay, guns opening fire. Okay. Looks like you're looking for a target. I'm going to get you some micro in here. My micro isn't very good, as you guys can probably well tell. Okay, we are seeing a large gun over that way. Okay, bringing our reconnaissance this way. Right, move up. Infantry's moving up. Okay. So we are in phase B now, so I do have access to more firepower. Can't bring in these guys as of yet. Okay. I do have a Fokker Wolf 190 F8. I'm gonna bring that guy in. Okay. Bring in the Fokker Wolf over this way. Okay. Need to keep that reconnaissance there. Fokker Wolf 190 F8 coming in. I believe they're the ones that have the cluster munitions, or is it just the lighter bombs there? Yeah, it's the 8 bombs. Which still ain't bad. Help take out the infantry over here. Inflicts some damage, not terribly much. I need something heavy to take that guy out. I could bring up a dual purpose gun, but I think that's a little bit too much. What I'm going to do in here is actually bring up the armoured car, so I could bring some artillery. Right, I'm going to continue to push up over this way. I do have a Junkers 87, so I'm going to bring that over here. Field artillery. Barrage is out of sight. Okay, that's a shame. Yeah, bringing that Junkers, bringing the Fokker Wolf. There we go. Okay, hunt up to that position there. Right, try and have the Fokker Wolf take out that AA. What I need to do is actually take control of this position here. So I'm going to have, let's say... I could bring up some actual AT guns over here, and the actual motorcycles, that's not too bad. But I'm going to bring more infantry here to the center. I'm going to look to bring these guys the additional MGs. Okay. Right. Right, got to keep pushing on this position over here. If we push them hard enough, we'll be good. But what I'm going to do is actually move some of the infantry down the road this way. Okay, what we see here, we see a Daimler armoured car. Turret has been struck. Ammo explosion. Ooh, we do see a Piat team over there. Right, keep moving. Let the infantry take those guys out. Yeah, they're down. Good job, guys, good job. Yeah, Churchill something of a pain there. Okay, unload. Unload in this area here, by the trees. Okay, bringing the Junkers over here so I can get some actual line of sight. Right, try and take out that vehicle there. Okay, fire for effect in this area here. Move back. Yeah, there we go. 16 seconds until that comes in there. Right, you do have a Panzerfaust, so we're going to attempt to move you up. Okay, some assault guns moving up that way. Okay. Begin to move the infantry up. Okay. Move up my gun. Bringing another gun over this way. Gun over this way. Bringing some additional reconnaissance. I do have these guys over here. I'm going to bring in the armoured cars. There we go. Right, I'm going to bring in some more air power, actually. Bringing me cluster munitions, actually. Yeah. Right, artillery's coming in now. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, Falcon 190. Oh, damn. I did not get to see what happened over there. That looks pretty bad, actually. That looks really quite bad. Okay, wow. Bringing plenty of infantry on this side. Yeah, okay, okay, get out. Yeah, that's AA over that area. Quite heavy amounts of AA. Hmm. Okay, load that gun. Okay. Load that gun. Yeah, we do see that AVRE. Holy mother of God, that is a big thing. Okay, bring that guy in there. Okay, try and hit the central area. Yeah, that's taken out. Good job. Actually hit this, probably should have just gone for that. Actually, probably going to take me out now. Right, hit that if I can. God damn, I need to get better micro in the bombers here. Yeah, coming to the mortar here. Gonna move up. Ooh, that's a T-34-85, okay. Unload. Move up over that way. Okay, what I'm going to do here then is bring in some dual-purpose guns. Question's going to be like where to bring them in, really. Right. Tall D2s over this way. Okay, yeah. T-34/76 moving in. It's not really in the best position there. I was hoping these AT rifles would have had better range, but I guess not. Okay, I think we got our asses handed. Yeah, we got our asses handed to us. Really quite bad. Okay. Yeah, that sucks there. That was quite the experience. Definitely rough. Definitely rough. But ultimately quite the learning experience. I suppose we'll take a look at the actual team stats here then. Okay. So I did actually knock out the second most in the game here, which is interesting. Obviously I didn't lose too much because I never really had that much on the field, besides the aircraft. If we take a look at the chronology, let's see here then. So, I think the issue is like we just don't have that much solid. We didn't do too bad there. Our Fokker Wolves did okay. Torrent did not particularly amazing. This squad did very well here. Took out quite a few units. I think what I'm going to have to do is really figure out how I want to use this division. Figure out really what works well. As you can see here, like these Churchills just absolutely annihilated the Toldies. There's nothing they could do against that. Interesting, really. Interesting. I do hope you guys did enjoy this, and if you did enjoy this, do let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you have any suggestions for how I can improve the division, do let me know. Which is your favourite division and why? And of course, which nation are you hoping to play when Steel Division 2 does go live? And of course, if you guys did enjoy this, please do consider subscribing and liking for more. You can find myself over on YouTube at XTRG and Twitch over at XTRG as well. Until next time, thank you and goodbye. See you all very soon in the future.